Hello. Hello, 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 hello. And welcome to your December 2020 ASMR Tarot Forecast. Now, I did just do the 2021 yearly forecasts last week, so those will already be posted by the time that these go live. It's a lot of readings. I have my flames in the foreground, and I would like for you to, of course, prepare to shed anything that you wish to leave behind in the year 2020 and not bring forward with you into 2021. A lot of our holiday rituals and winter rituals are centered around purification of energy and moving forward into the new year. So, start thinking about all of the things that you would like to bring into your life in 2021. I'll give you a moment to think about that. Of course, focus is going to be a challenge for this part of the video, so I hope that you'll bear with me. Now, in order to bring new things into your life, you're going to have to get rid of things that are no longer serving you. It's the same as if you were cleaning out a storage space, or your car to travel, or your bedroom if you want to get a bigger bed, or your closet to bring in new clothing. Sometimes you change your sense of style slightly, and certain garments no longer fit, or they become worn and tattered, and it's time to replace them and get new things that fit your new self better. So now, I want you to, in relation to the things that you'd like to bring into your life, consider the things that you're going to have to let go of before you're able to bring those things in. And I want you to send them into the flames. Alright? Just keep focusing on the flames. And the things that you're letting go of, just release right into that light. You're doing a great job, by the way. Thank you for supporting this channel. It really means a lot to me. I do have things that I'll be releasing so that I can bring new and better energy into my life in 2021. Don't be so quick to throw the whole year out, though. I know that together we've been going through a lot of personal transformation this year, and it's important to remember that in order to bring in new things, you have to let go of the old. And sometimes you don't want to let go of things that you end up having to put aside in order to bring the new things in. Just because these things are comfortable, familiar, beloved even, you have to trust that you're letting go of them because better things await you. And just continue. Continue, 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 continue. Continue to release that energy, the old energy, the worn, well-loved energies that you need to release in order to bring in new things for 2021. I am going to trust at this point in the year, because we do this for most of the readings that I do. already put out the year ahead forecasts by the time I record this. But I gotta do a tarot reading for you every month. That's part of the deal. And maybe something exciting and unforeseen will come out for you in the reading this month. Let's look at the first position, the position of the self, the place where you are right now. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be the end of a financial cycle for you, and it could be a financial cycle that was not particularly beneficial to your way of life. We also have the King of Swords showing up now, Gemini. This is air energy, so this definitely could be you. And it could be you taking a action, taking a decisive and corrective action in your life, taking a front seat driver's role in your own existence. We have fire element coming out too, so you could be Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, who also has prominent fire energy placements as well. But this could also just be in reference to this King of Swords, which the King is air of air energy. But the air and the fire, both in this case being about the action that you're taking at this time. Let's look at past position. And in fact, here we have the Five of Cups in the reverse, which could speak to past disappointments, things that occurred that didn't go the way that you wanted them to. Because it's in the reverse, I take that to mean that these disappointments are no longer controlling your life. But it is just a disappointment. It's not a total failure. As you can see on the card, there are still these two cups over here on this side, which have not been spilled. We also have the umbrella, which is like, even on a rainy day, you still have your umbrella to keep you dry, which definitely goes along with the energy of that Five of Cups being in the past. I think even when bad things happen, you're still prepared for them and still able to be okay. Now we're going to look at the current state of affairs again, but in this case, there's in the middle, we're going to have the way things are. On this side, we're going to have the way things as you perceive them. And over on the other side, we're going to have things the way that others perceive them as they pertain to you. So let's start out in the middle, of the night. I go walking in my sleep. And we have the Chariot card in the reverse. So again, because we have that Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups, then in the past, I do feel like you think that there has been a victory that's been deferred or denied to you. So that's the truth of the matter. Let's see how you perceive it. And in fact, this is very accurate as well. Your perception in this case is right on. That in this time, fortune has turned against your favor. How about how others perceive these situations? We have the Empress in reverse. So others might see you as this figure. Now, you don't have to be a woman to embody the Empress in the reverse. For example, if you are a Taurus or a Libra placement, or if you have those placements in your chart, because this is the Gemini reading, you could have Taurus or Libra placements in your chart, and Empress card is the Venus card. So that energy comes through for both of those signs. Now, this card also speaks to a divine feminine creative energy. And it's possible that others see that potential in you, but also see how it hasn't been realized in the current situation. Whether that is for your benefit or your detriment, I think we have seen in the other cards. It could also be speaking to how it's possible that toxic masculinity in some way, shape, or form has tainted situations in your current state of affairs. And that this card is speaking to that as well. But we'll look more at that once I am done with this first part of the reading. I'll pull some more of these cards from the Enigma deck, which is the one that looks like this. And we'll see more about your current state of affairs. Let's look at the future. Now look, in the future, we have the King of Wands, and he's in the upright. So right now, you're embodying that power of the King of Swords. And remember, we also had the Fire card coming out, element of fire, for the current state, things as they are. But that now soon you will have this King of Wands energy that you will be embodying, and that'll be in the future. And that, of course, is about acting on these new creative impulses and being able to manifest those things and bring them into reality. As far as the Enigma deck energy for the future is concerned, we have the Lungs card coming out. And the lungs is tied to air energy, of course. Also tied somewhat to the energy of water because there is moisture in the lungs. But this is about the alchemy that occurs there. When you inhale, your lungs remove oxygen from the air and pump it throughout your body with the aid of the heart. And then the carbon dioxide is exhaled from the body. So it's all about that, removing the oxygen from the air energy so that your muscles can undergo the ATP cycle. That's what we need oxygen for, is all of those free radicals to carry electrons through the ATP cycle. we are on to the part of the reading involving your hopes and fears, and then we will be talking about your goal or destiny here and your final outcome for the month of December here. And actually, Gemini, this makes a lot of sense. So, we've had some very strong figures come out. We've had the King of Swords and we've had the King of Wands both coming out here. Those are both very assertive presences, right? But they've both been coming out in the upright, which is very good energy for you to have regarding that kind of assertive, powerful energy. Here in the hopes and fears, you would see that the Emperor card is coming out in the reverse. I think that you might be afraid that people are going to think that you're pushy or bossy, or that you are trying to be a dictator, but I don't see that happening here. I think people are actually going to be pretty open to what you have going on. But let's turn over these last two cards and find out, shall we? So, in the goal or destiny position, we have the moon in the reverse. Now, this can be about future artistic endeavors, but this could also be about treachery. Alright, so look out for that. We also have here the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and this could be about having to borrow money from somebody else or having to take public assistance of some kind, which is fine. A lot of us are on public assistance right now, actually. It's a good time to do that if that's an option that's available to you. It could also mean that beyond the end of the year, you will be in a position to offer assistance to others financially. But let's find out more about the present situation for December, because again, I want to remind everyone that I've already put out the 2021 yearly readings. So, anything that you hear in this reading will probably pertain strictly to December. Just by merit of the fact that I've already done the readings for 2021. So let's talk about this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is how you feel about your current state of affairs. We have the Magic card coming out and the severed goat's head on it. Now, goat's heads are a very potent form of nutrition, that's for sure. It could be that there was something, if you are the kind of person who makes deals with entities, whether they are demonic, angelic, deities, whatever, there could have been a situation where that was not able to work for you, or there could have been a situation where the deity was displeased for whatever reason, or decided not to fulfill their part of the bargain, or perhaps you were unable to fulfill part of your obligation this is about a communal living space with other people. It could also be a communal workspace. So different in that. Whereas a lot of corporate structure is built around people undermining each other, this would be a kind of workspace where everyone is working together and the management is actually pretty competent. And then we have the swarm. So again, more of this group think type mentality. We have the hive here and we have the swarm. And it's possible that if you are trying to rise above this situation, it might be that your place is not here, but there's going to be a transition that has to occur in order for you to leave this situation. It's like moving out of your parents' house or anything like that, to where the security net won't be there. We have for the Chariot in the reverse now. We have the waxing crescent coming out, and this actually, it could mean a couple of things. It could mean that this is coming to pass during the waxing crescent portion of the moon cycle. But the waxing crescent, so people talk about abundance magic and doing abundance magic at the full moon, right? But actually, the full moon should just be the apex of whatever working you're doing to bring abundance into your life. You should be ramping up that whole time. If you're trying to bring something into your life, you're actually going to want to start right after the new moon, during the waxing crescent moon, to bring things into your life. And here we also have the waxing gibbous moon coming out. So, to me, if you are involved in any kind of manifestation work, whether you are full-on performing magical ritual, or even if you're just involved in law of attraction or The Secret or some other type of manifestation, self-programming like that, even if you're doing any sort of prayer or anything like that, again, you're going to want to start working in the waxing crescent portion of the moon cycle and go all the way up to the waxing gibbous moon, which is when it's almost all the way full. And you're going to want to use that part of the moon cycle as well as the full moon. Interestingly enough, we have the Beast card coming out too. Now this is a lot like the Devil in the Tarot, in that this could be something that you work with, or this could be something that's working against you. But it's all of these like baser emotions in our lives. It could also have to do with if you're working with darker entities or lower vibrational energies like demons. This could be a reference to that, and because we did get this magic card coming out with the goat's head, I do feel like somebody out there who's watching this video, it's very likely that you're working with these kinds of energies. And of course, I don't judge, because what place have I to judge, really? It's just a different kind of working. But that being the case, I really get the sense that whoever this is for, you had an arrangement with an entity, and it's possible that you work within a religious organization that's dedicated to this kind of magic, and that for whatever reason your needs have been put beneath the needs of others within this organization. But that's going to be for somebody very specific, very specific, very specific. And for the rest of you, that could also symbolize like, if you aren't the one involved in magic, it's possible that somebody within this situation is using magic against you, because remember, we have the moon card coming out in the reverse for your goal or destiny. But let's pull some cards for the Empress here too in the reverse. This is how others are seeing you, and that would make a lot of sense if that's what's going on within this organization. We have the ear. Word travels fast, right? There could be gossip. Listen out for gossip. I think somebody would be more than happy to spill the beans on whatever this is that's happening with you right now. Because in fact we have knowledge coming out as well. So that gossip becoming knowledge that you'll be able to utilize in the future. And also the alchemy card. So then being able, as we talked about here with the lungs, being able to synthesize a new situation for yourself using the very air of the earth itself, the air in your lungs itself. Alright, Gemini. Well, I think that about does it for your December of 2020. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And I am coming up on my 1,000 subscribers, so if submissions haven't closed yet, be sure to fill the form out down in the description for a chance to win one of 3 free readings. Now, I wanted to do something at the very end of this video. This is the end of year reading, so part of that is clearing out any of the old So I am going to use these